Our next session is The Future is Now, the Art of Aerospace. Robert will come back on stage for an interview with Karim Cheikh, president of the Moroccan Aerospace Industries Association. Robert?
Thank you. Well, we have a short presentation because we're getting on to the cocktail hours, and so we want to, I think it's very appropriate to end this wonderful day with a completely greenfield investment opportunity in Morocco, which is the Moroccan aerospace industry. So I have with me the president of the Association of the Moroccan Aerospace, Karim Cheikh.
Thank you, Robert. I'm very pleased to take part for this very high-level forum. Many thanks for Media Holding Global, Jerusalem Post, and Khalid Times. I think we don't have enough time, but we will have a fast takeoff and a fast landing to give you, to share with you some key figures of aerospace in Morocco. It's a young history of the industry in Morocco, because in 20 years ago, we had only 5 companies operating in the aerospace industry. Now we have more than 140, with a very interesting rate of growth, because except COVID period, the average of the grade was around 20% a year. Okay? Video.
It all started with a dream, the dream of a nation. The dream of making aerospace a flagship industry. For more than a decade, the aerospace industry witnesses a double-digit growth.
We are currently engaged into manufacturing complex aerostructures for our internal market, and we provide to clients both in North America and in Europe. Morocco had already an established aerospace community of almost 100 companies, a good political stability, which was very important, number one, and also a very good, stable economic environment as well. It also offered us good proximity to both Europe and North America, with great logistics links to both. It also offered us a young, well-educated workforce who were willing to join aerospace and who can and will learn fast. We also had great support from the government.
But this is just a start. More than 100 partners have joined us in turning this dream into a reality. By 2020, our ambition is to double the revenues of the industry, reach a local integration rate of 35%, attract more than 100 investors, and triple the number of jobs created. With a world-class infrastructure, incentives, skills, and government-dedicated agency, we continuously support our partners. High-tech systems are manufactured here every day.
On this site, we assemble and test all the side sticks and throttles for Airbus platforms from A320 to A380, but also for other customers like Bombardier. We are also working on a new project with Boeing for a rear horizontal actuator. We won this project thanks to our subsidiary here in Morocco, because we were able to offer Boeing the best cost, the best quality, and the best delivery times. In Morocco, we are not only a subcontractor, but we have also the ability to supply completely integrated systems by relying on our ecosystem of local partners.
Safran Aircraft Engine Services Morocco is dedicated to the maintenance and repair of the most popular engine in the world, which is the CFM 56. This company is one of the 7 companies that Safran has all over the world for the maintenance and the repair of this kind of engine.
Local, vibrant, and highly skilled talents are trained to the latest technologies in our excellence centers.
We are actors in engineering in many sectors: automotives, aeronautics, space, health, and banking. Altran decided to invest in Morocco and to open their office in Morocco after a deep study dealing with many countries where the objective was looking in the same time for competitiveness. Today, Morocco is training around 15,000 engineers a year in many fields, engineering fields, talking many languages, French, English, and fully open culturally to exchange with others and to develop new products.
In today's highly competitive environment, Morocco is a trustworthy industrial platform. Together, let's reach for the sky. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Morocco.
Great. So Karim, you're an engineer by training, and I think one of the themes of today's sessions are, across sessions, is the quantity of very talented engineers here in Morocco. But how do you explain this amazing dramatic growth in this industry when you have double-digit growth year after year, and you move from 3 or 4 companies to 144, is that right?
140,
yeah. And how do you explain this growth?
We have different reasons. I would like to add some key figures of aerospace in Morocco. Our platform is the number 5 in the world and number 1 and the first in Africa. And the reasons for this success story, we have, at the beginning, as I said, just 5 companies. We have now more than 140, included the big players at the beginning, as Boeing, Airbus, you saw Bombardier, we call it now Spirit Aerosystem. And we built our industry in ecosystems. We have now 6 ecosystems. The historical ecosystem, the first one is manufacturing and assembly for aerostructure, for aircraft. We have engineering, and I will talk about engineering after, for the innovation. We have wiring electrical system with a big player, it's a GV with Safran Group and Boeing. So we have our own training center. It's a very big advantage for investors and for companies because we train for this company. It's supported by the government, and we train on their needs for their job. Okay, we have Morocco, as you know, is a very strategic location because we serve Europe and United States with a very good connections, maritime and by aircraft. One parameter is very important in aerospace is the on-time delivery. So I check the time. We will have a very good on-time delivery. So we have a very flexible production in Morocco with a very high talent, and we have another factor is we are competitive. We are cost competitive with higher qualified human capital. I say competitive cost, not low cost, because the low cost in aerospace doesn't exist. We are a world platform for aerospace with competitive cost, not low cost. So some key figures. The turnover of aerospace in Morocco is around $2 billion export. We have more than 20,000 employees with a very interesting rate. 40% are women. 40%. I know the person who did the last panel or not here. 40% instead of national average around 20%. Okay. We have developed what we call local integration in Morocco. We had a rate around 17 in 2014. We are more than 40% now in 2022. So I said our ecosystem, engineering, EWIS, we manufacture part of engines in Morocco for aircraft and for helicopters. And our business is focused on commercial aviation. I think, and I hope that in the future we will have many activities in military aviation. The ecosystem, we have GIMAS, it's a Aerospace Association of Morocco, dedicated for our members to protect them, to help them, to resolve their problem, to discuss with the government on their needs, etc. And we have another parameter for the success story. We don't have members for subcontracting in Morocco. We have what we call co-localization. So you have a company in the United States, you have a subsidiary in Morocco. It permits to have a very competitive economic model. High qualified human I talk about because we have our own training center for technicians, but we have a deep relationship with school engineers in Morocco and in Europe and in the United States. Yes. The future, just one word about the future. The future for aerospace is now. We have, for 2035, we have to build more than 40,000 airplanes. So it's a big market. It estimates around $8,000 billion. So we are working about the new technology. You heard about the green aircraft with zero emission of carbon. Yeah. So we have to develop our activity in technology, research and development, and innovation. And I was very, very impressed by what we do.
So let me jump in and ask a question. I know you recently visited Israel, so I wanted to end the session by asking your views on the potential for cooperation between the Moroccan aerospace and Israeli aerospace industries.
We were honored to host two delegations from aerospace in Morocco, from Israel. It was a very, very interesting meeting because our vision, we have a common interest for development in aerospace. And after that, with 10 or 12 companies from Morocco, we visited Tel Aviv for aerospace in Israel. You know, we have around all year round many meetings, many events in the world. This visit for me and for my colleague were very special. It was very special because we had a very fast understanding together because we have the same vision for innovation, for manufacturing, for new technology, and we were very impressive by what we see in Tel Aviv, and I think we will build a very deep and long partnership with companies from Israel. And as I always said, after this visit, I'm sure that we have now more partners, more brothers, and more friends for aerospace. It's located in Israel.
Wonderful. Thank you. I think that's a great ending. Thank you very much, Karim.